Vivek Ramaswamy on that up there. I just love watching that preview, man. Vivek, baby. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on and appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Bitcoin at 74,080. I already took trades down today. If you were in the trading group, we already made gains, baby. Can you believe it? I do, because that's what we do every single day, 7 days a week, if we can, right? Let's put the lemon into the water, decalcify that pineal gland, get ourselves on another level, flying like a rocket man, baby. Stay hydrated. We do it every single day. Let's get that music back up and running. Whoa. Gotta move myself. Yeah. Let's get that music back up and running. Shout out to all my beautiful people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. We appreciate you. We love you. And we can't wait to have an amazing show. 74,120 for Bitcoin. We just entered yet another trade. And it's about to get rowdy. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Let's break it down for you for BTC. All right. And let me show you what I see happening right away here for Bitcoin. I mean, people just flying into Bitcoin, as you can see all around the world. We got 75,500 on the board above us. Big red is heavier above us and thicker above us, suggesting that we do go further to the upside. That's what BOOKMAP is saying. Shout out to the channel sponsors, I Trust Capital on the far right corner there, Decrypted.tax and CryptoLifer.com. God bless everybody here. We are now up 22% in the trade that we just opened at 73,800. So like a boss, man, let me explain what happened here and how we nailed it. And I'm just going to kind of break it down. 74,250 for Bitcoin. I see a long. I broke it down for my trading group already this morning. All right. So here's the deal. We pumped to the upside. I stayed in this trade. I was in this trade all morning. I said, there's a head and shoulder, but I'm still long. And I said it to my trading group. I did not take the short. And I made it very, very clear. And, just so people understand what kind of trading group you're in. So here I am saying, where is it there? I'm long and we'll get stopped out or win. No bully over here. So I can see the head and shoulder pattern, but I still had bullishness. I still felt that bullishness. And so we pumped up huge, came back down. And I felt like when the 5-minute reset on the stochastics, we came up. I said, when the stochastics reset, that's going to be a chance to get in. And then 73.5, we went up at 73.8. I got back into the trade. Okay, so we got into the trade this morning here. When it pumped up, I sold it all. Beautiful gains over $500. Came back down, got back in again, and now this trade's ripping back up again. If you're in that trade right now, it's up 28%. It's up 28% right there on weeks. You gotta absolutely love that. Blessings on blessings. So shout out to anyone that jumped on into the trade in at 73,796. Mark price is 74,250. And I'm at 25% gains at 39x levy. Blessings on blessings. So we're going to break down the bigger picture for you like we do every single day for the people that aren't in the trading group and then want to get in. And for the people in the trading group, they're just going to get an extra addition to the analysis they already had, which is just a blessing, right? A blessing. So let's show you what I see happening right now on the small time frames. We're inside of what looks to me a bull pennant forming, getting tighter and tighter for Bitcoin to consolidate before it blasts to the upside. Consolidation will be key here. Watching it get tighter, stay above the 200 MA on the 5-minute. Even the small time frames, we lose the 200 on the 5. That could be the beginning of a move down. It's good enough gap with the VRVP there to send liquidity back to 69.5. All right. It's more likely that we pump up, so our next dip is something more like that. We pump up to 70, 80K, come back down to $75,000. Look at the measured move. It takes you to about 80,670, give or take a few $100, depending on how we do it. Let me see here. Let me be exact with the science. I feel like it's a little more like that. It could be even higher. 81,000 I'm getting by November 6th. Okay. 74,000 is doing its thing here. So just right off the bat, I see sideways price action for the next 2 to 3 hours. It's likely by, 11, 12 o'clock, we're still just somewhere here in this circled region. It's telling me we break out somewhere by 3:15, 4 o'clock. I don't know. I can't explain why, but and I'm not saying that's guaranteed. I usually don't time the market like that, but that's what it's telling me. All right. Do you think Ethereum gets to $10,000 a coin? What do you guys think? I just want to see what people think. Do you think Ethereum gets to $10,000 a coin? Just want to find out. All right. And let me post I didn't even be able to check the stream. I haven't seen the likes. I don't see who's watching. 74,375. Wow, we're on our way. 374, sorry. 347. I'm tired. I barely slept last night. Come on, man. I forgot that we even won an election last night. I'm so tired. Shout out to anybody that did vote for Donald Trump, man. Congratulations on your win. Congratulations on your win if you voted for Donald Trump. And for me, it was heartfelt. I really want to see RFK clean up the food. I'm a really good health advocate. I've been saying for years that the stuff in our food system is just absolutely horrible. And it you know what I mean? And so that's a big deal for me. I like Vivek Ramaswamy. As you can see, I interviewed the guy. That's a big deal for me. I like Tulsi Gabbard. There's a lot of people on there that I like. I like Elon. You know what I mean? And I wasn't always a Tesla fan, and I'm still not a huge Tesla fan. But you know what? Anyone that does something different that I haven't been able to do, that innovates, come on, man. People that hate on someone that has done that much for the world. Anyway, who cares, dog? Because I don't want to get into your politics or mine. I just want to get into the love. Like, what do you love? I'll tell you what I love. You can tell me what you love, and together we can just spread love. And that's really what it means. That's all that matters. Not the Diddy way, though. No Diddy. All right, no Diddy. Hey. He called himself love, too, but it wasn't the same type of love, all right? That's a different type of love. That's Diddy love. Diddy love ain't like that. All right, let's just, yeah. But ching. Anyway, we have a resistance here for Bitcoin at 74,768. Trade is doing very well now, up 36%. I'll post that to the trading group. If you took the second trade, so both trades I gave you on the day are up beautifully. And you can't say a dang thing about the lifer and the lifer ways. I mean, we don't stop. One day to the next day, we just keep moving. If you want to be with the most active, most amazing, we've never taken a day off in 1,400 days. We just made 33.9% on Bitcoin from 73,796 to 74, almost up $1,000 on the move for BTC. And that trade was given in the trading group. Both trades, every trade, whatever I'm looking at, I'm giving you. Yeah, buddy, we are so back, baby. Shout out to Master Fred in the house. Shout out to everybody here, baby. Blessings on blessings. I'm just, it's been a long time coming, man. It's been a long time coming. And, I wrote a whole op-ed, really, about why there was no way Kamala was going to win. It was just impossible because her whole base is you have to win people over. And there was a lot of undecided voters, and she kept saying that Joe Biden was fine, but he wasn't fine. So then when they asked her, like, well, was he fine or not? And they did. Even CNN kind of cornered her. It's almost like, you can see it kind of like they want her to lose. It makes me believe the establishment wanted Trump to win regardless. Like, it looks a little, I'm not going to say it looks fixed, but, something smells arise there. It almost looked like her own kind of camp turned on her. Am I wrong? And then the endorsements were just like the J-Lo crying, the Cardi B, like it was just, no offense, but I want my daughter to become a beautiful, respectful woman. And the things I heard Cardi B say on Twitter and stuff, I would just, if my daughter ever heard that stuff, like I would be beside myself. I guess one day she's going to. I can't believe that, but my goodness. A father of 3 girls. No. And then so I love you no matter what it is, but it was bad news. Anyway, let's move on. But, it was heartfelt for me too. So God bless everybody here. And again, I don't judge you regardless of what you did. I'm here to help you. My best friend the other day, he's like, I need help. I said, I know you, and he voted for Kamala. I said, I know you voted for Kamala. I said, I give people 1 hour tutoring for $300 an hour. And I said, and even though you voted for Kamala, I said, the tutoring's still free for you. You know what I mean? Like, I love him. Like, I know he needs help, man. He voted for Kamala. No, but but the whole point is don't turn people away, man. You know what I mean? Be good to people. Don't let what other people do make you continue being a good person. Continue being a good person. All right. May God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for the 1,639 beautiful souls, 297 likes. And let us pray today. Dear Lord, when that bullet almost went through the skull of Donald Trump, it was centimeters away. The world could have changed forever. Forever. Even now, keep Donald Trump safe no matter what happens. Keep him safe. Keep him safe. May Lord, and no matter what happens, thank you for this amazing journey on this election. May you guide America to freedom, free speech, where people have the right to love each other, feel, good about each other. And I know people have to do what they have to do, but for the most part, let most of your children live in harmony and grace in this earth. Amen. God bless everybody. Amen. And may God bless America. May God bless the lifers, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Had to put the 3-piece on for y'all with the Bitcoin tie on. Just keep it fresh, you know what I mean? Just keep it fresh. But blessings on blessings, 74,390 for Bitcoin. So we see a continuation here for BTC. Looks like it's just going to maybe go through some chop here. This is somewhat of a double bottom, though. What if it can break on out? I see kind of more of a head and shoulder pattern, right? A sloppy head and shoulder there. If it breaks out, look for the next flag, and that thing's gone. Honestly, gone. So I am looking for a breakout here for Bitcoin. Next stop, 80,981K. That's just what it tells me. That's it. That's what it says is happening. And if we lose, here's the deal. If we lose I'd say the 5-minute. Yeah, I like that. If we end up doing this bearish retest, boom, and we lose the 200 MA on the 5-minute, I will look for a bear flag and I will short the market back to 69,500, right? You can see there's a gap in the VRVP. So I'm ready for the short if it happens. I know exactly what to do, and I know exactly what the signal will be. Multiple candles on the 5-minute will close below the 200 MA. Then we'll start going for the 7-minute 200 MA. Then we will cross the 15-minute 200 MA, or come down to it at least, and that will be the same. Look at that big gap in liquidity. So, boom, or boom. So it's 80K or 69.5. You get what I'm saying? Pretty simple to me. That's just how price action works, and that's how it's been working. So I see a pullback, beautiful high there. I did sell 74.7, the top of that high at the last little one we had, and there's a chance I could sell this one, but I might even just add to the one I'm in now. But it looks like we're going to come down, cook a little bit here, and get tighter in the zone for Bitcoin. So that's what I see happening for Bitcoin in the short term. Let me give you your top-down analysis. I don't want to shortchange you here. I want to be extremely thorough for you. So let's continue to be extremely thorough like we do every single day. We'll double click here, which takes away all the indicators except for the VRVP, right? But it just shows you exactly what you want to see, price action, right? Giant cup and handle for Bitcoin. We've talked about it many, many times. Let's just kind of start with that idea. Giant cup and handle, we did break out. Absolute lovely handles go from the top of the wick of the flag, from the bottom of the wick that you can find in the handle. Sometimes the wick is here, all right? Never on the right, always to the left of the center. Don't ask, I made this up. These are my rules. Nobody told me them. It says somewhere by January 5th, you'd be surprised. I mean, if Bitcoin gets a rally on, we could get somewhere to 128,000, even by the end of December. Like, this could be a rally of rallies in the next few weeks. And it's kind of crazy because that's only so sorry. That's December of 2025. Forgive me, please. I'm about to say, I was like, no. But yeah, it says December of 2025. Now, if we go on some major run, it says by May of 2025. But that would almost have to be kind of the run. Look at this run. Let's see how this run went. That was the trajectory. It was almost a straight line there. So even if we go on a run like that, it's 112,000 by March. You know what I'm saying? I think people think Bitcoin can move faster than it really can, because there's times when it moves really fast, but it just, I can't tell for sure, but it does tell me somewhere over 100K by May of 2025, right? To me, I wouldn't be surprised if we do a regular rally. May, that's when we end, and then maybe we have a few more push-ups, but, technically, we should get a huge pump in the next 8 weeks, all right? If that happens, that's my new birthday band. My pants are so long, I don't need shoes. I don't know what that means. Can we have an update on Sui, please? Up 2,500 pounds at the moment. God bless you, man. Well, if I was broke and I was up 2,500 pounds, I'd probably take the money. But I don't know what you're doing. You do whatever makes you happy. So beautiful move here on the weekly. You can see just everything panned out as it was supposed to. We have a beautiful support zone here now for Bitcoin. 71,380. That was where the highest weekly candle ever closed. 280 really actually at 71,003. We now have the highest weekly candle in the history of Bitcoin. We have the highest weekly candle ever. The highest wick. Like, it's all right. We did it all. All-time high right now for Bitcoin. Because I believe we went a little higher. 75,407 and 10 cents. Blessing, Sam. Last night was fire. You're fire. Interesting note. USDT has a huge cup and handle on the inverted chart. I know that. I've been going over that every single week for every single Friday. God bless you, though. Yeah. Watch my weekly analysis. You will see the inverted cup and handle that I've been showing for probably 8 weeks. Maybe more. But I bless you for seeing it. I think you're amazing for seeing that. I don't mean to be rude, but I just want to know I've covered it many, many times. Yeah. Believe me, man, I'm all over it. Hey, Sam Price, I tried to hop into the trading group last night, but I'm receiving an error when I confirm link via email. Should I reach out? Did you go to cryptolifer.com and just link? It may be because you have 2 different Discords and you can't remember. Email CryptoLifers and tell us what's happening. We'll fix it in a second. Yeah. Thank you, Sammy, for all the life lessons and knowledge. Yeah, but this isn't the traditional cycle. I'm just showing you how TA plays out. People think it's just any asset in the world tends to go through that moment. But we will see. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. But you can clearly see, I mean, it does tell you somewhere, you know, by September, at least $128,000 Bitcoin. And that's pretty miraculous. Trump will make Bitcoin great again. Thanks again, brother. I was wondering what you think of AI tech. I have a lot of it. I've been buying it up. And, you know, altcoins have been underperforming for sure. But only time will tell. But I have AI tech, and it's one of my you know, firm believe plays. So we'll see what happens. It better play out the amount of money I put in there. Honestly. Previous support became resistance right here. And so you got support right there too at 69.2. But really, all we have to worry about is 71,500, right? As long as we stay above 7, we'll call it 71.7. As long as we stay above 71.7, I'm good to go. That's resistance, 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 wick. We had some candle action there. So that's it. I just don't want to see us go lower than that. 3 days a little far away for the 21, but we could get another vertical pump, pull the 21 up, and then come back to the 21 somewhere. I do see a pullback into the mid-70s at one point or something after we pump to the 80s. It's not going to be all love. We're not going to go straight up. Nothing does that. Okay? Even here, when we went straight up, some sideways price action straight up. And look, that was, you know, that took the February 15th all the way to, you know, that was at least 10 days of some sideways price action. So you're going to get some consolidation, just like we got here. What I like about this candle, it basically negates shoulder, head, right shoulder. Right? Had that candle been a little lower, we would always still have to be, even with the awesomeness, we'd have to say, is that going to make a right shoulder, right? To me, that's negated. That can't happen. We can move on from there. That's just not what we're seeing here, okay? Absolutely beautiful. And then resistance at 73,000, or, you know, was resistance at 73. We'll call it 7. And we seem to be kind of playing games in that key area. What's the price of Bitcoin? 74,220, the same price it was just 10 minutes ago when we started this top-down analysis for BTC. This is what's got me there in the first place, you know, throughout all this. So then you got this, you're starting to make a bit of a channel here, okay? That's it. Up, down, right? This is the channel that you're in. Does Bitcoin make it back to the bottom of the channel? Does Bitcoin kind of test 71.8? These are possibilities. Or do we breach out of this channel, rising wedge style, and go up the measured move to 87? Actually, let me push it even a little more here. That gives me a move up to 87,589 for Bitcoin. So it starts to get me pretty excited here for BTC. All right, and Bitcoin kind of starting to come back down from that initial. I just took profits on that trade I made at 73.8. Okay, because I'm gonna win. I'm winning today, and I'm gonna make sure I win no matter what. BOOKMAP has liquidity on either side, still has it further up, but it does have some red that's pretty close, suggesting maybe we do touch 73,000. So let's take a look. All right, any chance of altcoins going up in November, December? There's a huge chance altcoins are going to go up huge, yeah. Take me a long time to understand. It memes only the cult. Yeah. And Republicans won the Senate. They won the House. They won the presidency. I mean, they have complete control over Congress. And it's the way, I mean, that campaign run by the Democrats was absolutely horrible. There's so many beautiful, there's no beautiful up and coming people in the Democratic Party. Did they all leave and go to the best they had was Kamala Harris and Joe Biden? I kept saying that to everybody. Like, is that, if you want to win, you can't, like, that's not a winning team. That was horrible. And then they kept clinging to it. Oh, he's the best. What do you mean? Like, come on. Like, that's when it started getting funny. When people started like they started breaking reality because they couldn't handle like reality. You know what I mean? Like, let's get real. Like aptitude is aptitude. Like, you know, Kamala Harris was not a great public speaker. She would fall in the same taglines over and over again. You know what I mean? Funny, they had great Democrats like Tulsi Gabbard and RFK. Yeah, exactly. But they chose to just, you know, treat them like whatevers, right? So look, it looks like we're going to get a pullback here, right? 71.8. That's what I'm starting to see for Bitcoin. I love you, sweetie. What a sweet girl. I got the best kids in the game. My kids listen to me when I ask them to do things. Very rarely do I have to raise my voice. If I do, it's just a stern, hey, your mother asked you to do that. I shouldn't have to ask you again. You know? Don't disrespect your mother, please. And then, okay, Dad, I'm sorry. Don't give me an attitude. Go to your room. Now come back and tell me you're sorry for giving me an attitude. All right? That's how we govern in my house. All right? No, seriously, though, the second your kid starts talking back to you, you better nip it in the bud. Even if it's under the breath, if it's a little bit, because you let the little one, if they just say some side comment and walk to their room and you just let it slide, I'm telling you right now, that builds up. You better, you know, and I don't know why I got into parenting right now, but don't let things slide with your kids because it turns as they get bigger, the problems get bigger. So what happens is that little talk back turns into them like running out at night or doing, you know what I mean? I'm just telling you. And you can't hit your kid, you know, you can't hit your kids into submission. It doesn't work. You know, maybe in the old days, but like it doesn't work anymore. You know, you gotta be able to explain to them why their behavior is going to make it harder on them in the long run. That's what I do to my kids. I say, don't you want to have it run smooth? I said, this is the smooth way. I said, it's smoother if you do it this way, you know? And we go from there, right? So, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a little pullback away from the 21-day moving average here on the 4-hour. And that brings us back to kind of where we sit here at 74,000 in this flag here. All right, let me delete that. You can see I don't know where price is going. I'm figuring it out. I make gains constantly, almost every single day. So you could laugh at my approach. I may even look confused at times, or I may be looking like I'm building up. But it's just like a detective figuring out a homicide. He doesn't know who did it. He might have a pretty good instinct. Like I have a good feeling of where price action may be going, you know, or an instinct based off the charts. Not a feeling, I would say, an instinct based off the charts. But again, it's going to one step at a time. This flag could still break out. We have some wickage to the downside too as well. $74,000 is holding. So I'm getting mixed signals. It could go either way. Golden cross there on the 1 hour tells me that we have a good chance of getting the win today. You see what I'm saying? And then we're kind of right where we stand. And now we end up back where I started, but I wanted to make sure. See how we just took it from the weekly all the way? It's just like I just walked you down New York City through multiple streets, you know, like we started in a helicopter. You saw the whole city. Then we zoomed in. We got closer and closer. I started explaining the different districts, Greenwich Village, Midtown, right? And, you know, Uptown, the Bronx. Right? And then as we zoomed, and then we got there, and then I started taking you street to street. And by the end, you were on the Village eating a slice of pizza on the corner. That's the 1 minute. You know, but we were in a helicopter looking over Manhattan. That was the weekly. I just took you like literally dimensionally through Bitcoin in space and time, like in your mind. You went on a journey with me, even if you didn't realize it. That's why so many people love this channel. We actually go places together. We do. It's a spiritual journey through the charts. And it's an amazing, look at this though. I see a shoulder, a head, and a bit of a right shoulder there, even on the RSI, telling me that, you know, this looks likely, you know, and it looks kind of like a Bart Simpson head, doesn't it? Looks like we made Bart Simpson here further to the downside. We have a gap in the VRVP. You can almost say there's your high, making lower highs. Almost, you could almost wait for the breakout of a small time frame because you're small, and then a flag, and only trade a flag above the top there. You know, other than that, it kind of is likely we may get a move to the downside here for Bitcoin. So even though I was pretty bullish, I am now not in any longs. I have closed all my longs. I want to make that really clear. For everyone in my trading group, I've closed all my longs. Let me, all of them in profit, by the way. Every single trade I made today. Strike me, you know. Since I woke up this morning, I have now closed all my longs in profit. I just want to make it clear so no one thinks I'm dwindling. I'm seeing a breakdown in price action here, right? And let me get rid of this. Yeah, that's the measured move if we did break out. I just want to make that clear. So yeah, I mean, see how this is kind of a shoulder, a head, and a bit of a right shoulder now? And the first thing you'll see is the 1 minute will lose the 200 MA. And there we have it there, but we're dwindling. When the 1 minute's this close to the 200, you can't go by it anymore because you're in, you know, so then you have to expand to the 5. And so here's the deal. If the 5 minute loses the 200 MA, we're going, you know, that's going to be, and you could hedge a short right now, right? With a stop right here, entry here, just because there's a good chance we make that move, right? And your level would be 71,800. You'd be looking to take some profit personally, you know. Someone said, I honestly thought MAGA and USD would pump. What are your thoughts on it? My thoughts are you need retail to come into this market to get more money into the memes. They got enough pumpage, but now it's just redistribution. It's people that got out of a meme, got into another one. And there's some more people getting in, telling their friends, but not the wave of retail you're looking for. For you to get the pump and Trump and MAGA you want, we really need the, you know, we need that rush to 80 to 90 to 100K. All right. It's going to happen too. What happens, this is what people don't realize. There's a honeypot of fiat waiting like this, okay? And it's waiting to come into the market, and certain catalysts create it. Trump winning definitely created a honeypot of fiat. A bunch of people around the world were like, once Trump gets in, I'm going to get into Bitcoin. And when they saw that green light, it gave them the green light to buy Bitcoin, the most deranged Bitcoin sign I ever made, right? But there you have it, right? So boom. And why am I saying this? Well, what I'm saying is that money now has flown. This is the fiat. So that money's flowing into Bitcoin. Now it's going to take a couple weeks for that tree of money to slowly flow out of Bitcoin and into all the different altcoins. And so it's just going to take some time. Look at that. That's someone should frame that Sam Price artwork. The flow of money into Bitcoin and into the alts. That's right, alts. There it is, like right there. Look, someone could make billions of dollars doing this. Isn't that funny? Look how fast I deleted it. You can hold Control Z and it just goes boom. Amazing. So, am I bullish or bearish for Bitcoin? Well, if we get a bounce back at the bottom of this channel and I start to see consolidation, for the next 20 minutes, we're kind of tighter, I'll get back into the long. Other than that, it looks like we may get a retest and we may be coming back down to 71.7, 71.6. All right. So, there you go. Peanut the squirrel up 38%. I bet he is, man. God bless Peanut. R.I.P. Peanut, man. He will be avenged. It's funny, huh? Nah, it is will be. I don't want to say that. But R.I.P. Peanut, man. You know what I mean? God bless him. Make it into an NFT, Sam. God bless you, brother. Yeah, I only preach love, light, and happiness, man. That's it. You got to do things in love, with love. You know, when you live in love, you can't be denied. See, your frequency has to be the highest possible to make the biggest change. And, you know, the higher your frequency, the more change you're going to make, period. And I truly believe that. And so with that being said, it's really all about your frequency and protecting that frequency. That means you can't get nasty with other people because they're nasty with you. Can't get mad because other people don't agree with you or believe in what you believe in. All right. And I fall folly to this. I'm not perfect. You guys get to hear me preach every day like I'm perfect. I am not even close. Okay. Shout out to the 2,069 people here on the live. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for the love. So if you're in my trading group and you went to cryptolifer.com and you got some sense knocked into you, you got some education, you know a lot more than you did before about cryptocurrency, about trading. You can trade any market in the world with what I teach you, not just crypto. That's what the beautiful nature of crypto, of the, you know, what I teach is too. So there's still a chance we could break out, right? I'm in between. What I like about it is I can put a stop here and I don't even need to kind of let that stop hit. So the idea is 81,000 is the target, 38 cents, $38. And then we're going to go to, you know, we're going to go to below. It's 74,000 or 72. Yeah, 72, 450. 439 is good enough too, but we'll just go to 450. 156 for 490. And honestly, I'll probably cut it off if we're here for 80 or 70 bucks because we'll be losing the 200 MA. You know? I'm already up on the day too, so if I lose the 130, so be it. It'll be a battle scar. So I open up the trade here just to see where we're going, but Let me take a look at it again. Yeah, man, the best moment when, I mean, a bit of almost an inverted head and shoulder there too. And I see some chop above 74. We held 74 pretty nicely just now. Can almost say bring that up a little bit. Always check your risk by hitting this edit button. I mean, I'm 117 bucks, so I'm going to win for the day no matter what. If this trade loses, you see, you're in control of what you can lose. That's the way you can guarantee. Like I can guarantee what I can lose. I can guarantee I can't lose much more than 117. Guaranteed. All right. So this is what I see happening for the day. You lose this 200 MA, you're going to drop right down to this 71,003 and then possibly down to 69.4. All right. That's just what I see happening for Bitcoin. Don't be surprised if we do get a dump. Everyone's like, oh, but it's all, you know, anything is possible. Be open-minded to both scenarios. Don't be a perma bear, perma bull. In the end, they're going to continue to print money to zero. Like I've studied fiat currency. I've studied, look at, in the last 35 years, the average lifespan of a fiat currency is 35 years. All right. In the past 1,000 years, they have collapsed due to corrupt or incompetent monetary policy making. Hyperinflation is one of the most common precursors to a fiat currency's collapse. Keep in mind that most of these currencies below collapse within the lifetime of their baby boomers. The average lifespan is about 35 years. So these are all collapsing. The ruble, the PENDLE, the German $1 billion mark, the Zimbabwe $1 trillion dollar. They had to print so much money because the dollar lost so much value that to use it to pay for things in the store, you needed way more of the dollars. You couldn't carry them, so they had to give you a dollar bill to represent all those dollars. It was absolutely horrible. Bad news bears. All right. What time is it? It's 10:44. Don't get me wrong. We go over Bitcoin here. We do live Bitcoin trades every single day. Okay. That there's a live Bitcoin trade to be had, right? We do it every single day here. I was about to say, where's that clean perpetual? There we go. Back to even up $2 there. Let's see what happens. 200 bucks, $5,000 trade. Why is it so small? Confused lately by like positions so 20. 1,400 for 5,000. I mean, I'm already up in the day, I guess, so I don't want to, you know. But again, I mean, that's a bigger trade. Like if I see a big move to 80K, I got to make more than that. So that's really a scalp. We get up somewhere in here, I'll scalp, but you know, I'm indecisive on if we're going to have a huge move. I don't know if I want to put in 10,000 on the trade at the moment. 500 for 2,000 and go 8. Starting to get a bounce at least now back to 74,250, which is nice. It's already up 3%. Okay, so if you're new, who here is new? Who here is new to cryptocurrency? You just jumped in today. Google got you going. You have no idea what RWA is. You don't know what narratives is. You don't know you don't even know what coins you like. Who has no idea what's happening? Put a 1 in the comment section. All right, put a 1. Write me or put a 1. You know, who here knows me really well, has been coming to the live stream for a while. Put a 2. All right, put a 2. I want to see how many 1s and 2s we got. And who here just loves to come and make gains trading? Put a 333. If you come here and make gains with me trading all the time. So we got a lot of people that know me all around the world here. A lot of 2s coming in there. A lot of 2s. And then here come those 333s. Not many 1s here. Wow, 2,168 beautiful people here on the live. Bitcoin, 71,290. About to crack 74,000. 74,000. Yeah, 74,280. Wow. 200 MA gang. The gang. Yes. Amazing. 74,300 for Bitcoin. Trades up 4%. Nothing though. Nothing boyga. Bullish or bearish? I mean, this is a bull pennant. If we continue consolidating, if we get, see, for the next few hours we stay sideways, that's when I'm going to get a little more bullish. You know, I pray we don't get caught off guard and just rips to the upside, which could happen. That's the thing about trading. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. So now I'm going to look at my weeks account and I'm going to look at a scalp on a smaller time frame because that's, I'm kind of trading though, even though it's a 5-minute trade. I mean, it has such a big area to get to. So I want to see something else here. And we're going to go to weeks. Shout out to anyone that trades on weeks. We have a link to weeks here in the pinned comment here at the top. You want to jump on into weeks? I do get a commission. I greatly appreciate that. Jump on into weeks today. It'll blow your mind. All right. Hit that link right there to weeks. If you want to join the trading group, hit that link right there. CryptoLifer.com. Brand new website we just built for you. Unlock your financial freedom. Gain an education. Join us today. I'm telling you right now, these Crypto Lifer courses are inside of the trading group. And people are charging $2 to $3 grand for things like this. And it's already in the trading group for $99 a month. So get access for $100 to things people would never give you access to. I'm giving the information away at this point. All right. I could charge way more for it. I probably will at one point. Someone's going to sit me down and explain. But right now I'm still new. So you're still getting it at probably a discounted rate. So jump on in today at CryptoLifer.com. We already made gains in the trading group this morning. Like I already went in and went out and showed people exactly how I did it. And now I'm live for another 2 hours because I love doing this. It's what I want to do with my life, and so I'm doing it. I do what I like to do with my life. 74,005 for Bitcoin, getting a nice little pump back to the top of the channel, and you can see it's just kind of going in and out. It's taking out the leverage traders. And look, that's a shoulder, a head, and a bit of a right shoulder there for Bitcoin. So I'm going to jump onto the week's perpetual here, and we're going to take a look at this. And so, I mean, it just looks like we could go to 81,000. It's just so interesting. Let me go a little small ball. Let's play small ball here. Not every trade can be the big one, right? And there you have it. So 72,684, which is pretty close, but not bad. And the take profit would be, you know, just 77,676. That in that manner, yeah, 77,716. Trip sevens there, right? 180 for 5, right? It's sketchy, though. Day after all the love, sometimes there's a lull. Everyone thinks it's going to pump, and it doesn't. That's why I'm always like, you know. I got mixed feelings on it, to be honest. I do. That's why I dull down the risk, always. I could handle the 120 loss, too. I'd still be up on this one for the day. So we'll see. Watch this. I'm not in yet. You just move this up a bit. Move it up a bit. Once you're above price, it'll snap in. Should snap in. There we go. Okay. And there's your trade. You can move your stop loss very easily. It's seamless. It feels like in real time. It's really nice. See that? You get operated success. I like that. You can. I have a confirmation window on weeks if you want to use it, but you don't have to, right? Again, look at this. A shoulder, a bit of a head, and a bit of a right shoulder here. Starting to get some confluence. Possible moves here. I like what I'm seeing. Very interesting. Very, very interesting, right? So So that's how you know I'm tired when I forget the rollie. That's how you know I'm tired. You know what I mean? No rollie. What happened? I yell, baby, get the rollie. Anyway, so there's my trade for Bitcoin. I could win or lose it in front of you. You'll know. All right. And I'm okay with that. I put my, I put my life on the line. Whatever happens, happens. Let's talk about the altcoins here. I want to see, let's get back into the chat and interact with the chat. I'll learn how to trade like the 99, get the education, and it's a fun group of supportive, like-minded people, most positive people in the game. I'm super positive, full of love, light, and happiness, and we attract so many beautiful people into the live. Shout out to the 2,220 more people. This pump really attracted more people into cryptocurrency. Google's selling more ads. It's happening. It is happening at a major level. All right. So I got 600 MPS internet at weeks. Is still, oh my gosh. I need his and her Rolexes. Amen. You got it, baby. You got it. Donald in the chat, baby. Oh my gosh. Mr. President. FOMO kicking in too. Yeah. You still like it, Ponky. I love all the memes that I'm in. Yes. Yeah. If I get into something, I still believe in it for sure. Definitely. Yeah, I didn't risk a lot tonight because I don't know. It could go either way. I see how they could go either way. EDX over 1 billion% today. I do know. Oh man, come on. I was observing how big was the money inflow to Bitcoin during the US election. It was crazy. How many people were waiting to jump in to BTC? Oh yeah. They were just sitting there. Yeah. Let's take a look at DEAI. Did that get a nice little pump to the upside? I think it was looking hot. Zero Labs. It did. Look at DEAI getting a nice pump to the upside. We talked about it in the trading group. Went over it. Not amazing gains, but that's pretty nice. I mean, from the entry, up 22% in total. That's absolutely beautiful. You got to love that. So big move for DEAI. And that thing, is at a resistance, but look for it to kind of come down, make some type of full, it could double top up there. I would love it if it came back down somewhere into this 34-cent region. But I don't know if that's ever going to happen. Maybe 50 cents one last time, right? Even though I'm stuck on my AVAX trade, I appreciate your insight. Blessing you for explaining things. God bless you, brother. Same. I was up till 5 a.m. watching the elections. Amen, Jamie. Yeah. Hey, everybody everyone that works for me, you guys can all take a nap for the day. Jamie's like, I can't. There's too many people making craziness in the group. VELO, remember the last time I looked at, no, not VELO, the last time I looked at VELO Finance, VELO. To me, it's about time for VELO to bounce again. Remember, we sold VELO there at the top. Haven't touched it since. Looks like VELO's about to make a move there with that higher low. All right, let's take a look at MPLX too as well. Some of the coins that really were holding their own against the market. And MPLX, wow, I had that nice spike up to 68. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Only to spike all the way back down to 38. MPLX and acting funny here. Let's take a look at it on the daily time frame. Metaplex. And this kind of has a monopoly on like Soul NFTs, which are going to be huge when the NFTs get big again. This is what I'd be looking at, even though it's a very strange chart. I'll give it to you. And we've got some resistance for sure at 39.40. You want to see it consolidate in here and then just get busy for its next bigger move. $1 coming for Metaplex somewhere, by, this is April. That would take too long, man. We're going to have massive run up, Good morning to all the lifers. Let's go. Yonahito Zivizela. Zavizela. We got you today, Jamie. We can moderate ourselves today, baby. D-dubs, man. We love you. Too many people who may need to be moderated to take a nap. I know. We cast our votes to the Lee Shady is just profit from it all. God bless. Amen. Any thoughts on Sierra? Seems to have launched many new products in 2025. Sierra's hot. They're a good team. They're going to continue to make gains and do what they do. Yeah, for sure. Okay, Bitcoin. Where is Bitcoin? 74,343. Still holding it. What is this bubbly chart here? This is BOOKMAP. Link to the description of a BOOKMAP. I do get a commission if you jump into BOOKMAP. I greatly appreciate that. But what it does, it shows us where all the orders are. And when there's a bigger red, like there's a lot of red at 75,480. And we had red here, but if the red starts to disappear, it also kind of, so when you see basically big fat colors start to disappear, it tells you that you're losing, you know, the people in that area. So like a lot of people want to sell. So this is a lot of people that want to buy Bitcoin at 254. A lot of people want to sell at 75.5. More people want to sell than buy. Price action is going to get towards the sells. More people want to buy than sell. Price action is going to fall into the buys. Just something that I see many, many times. Bitcoin getting a nice little pump up here at 74,420 for Bitcoin. And this is always on one of my screens. And it's dialing, it's the second chart too, right? Not only that, it's Bitcoin on the 1 second, like 1, 2, 3. Like I'm getting the actual price action as soon as I can at a very fast rate too. So you got to love that. Okay. Just got a Maxi last night. I made $300 last night from your TA. Shout out to El Ray. We love you, man. We appreciate you. Yeah, and sign up to Maxi today for the least amount of fees. Weeks has the second least amount of fees. Maxi has a link in the description if you want to jump on in. We put the Weeks link and make it really, really simple right here. All right. Shout out to our channel sponsors, I Trust Capital, where you can buy and sell your cryptocurrency, all right, safely inside of a Roth IRA. It means that you would pay the taxes when you're 59 years old, but you could buy and sell tax-free in the short term, right? And you could make big gains and move them around, and pretty awesome. They also have access to some new coins, ICP, SUI, NEAR, right? They've just recently added even more, and they're constantly adding more, all right? And so they added Immutable X too as well. Solana at 185, you got to love that. So this is where you can set yourself up for retirement with cryptocurrency using an IRA at I Trust Capital. Find out more or hit the QR code in the far right screen there, or go below, or your left screen, I believe, yeah. Or go below in the far left screen for you. The far left screen, or go below. I'm doing my right hand, so strange. Or go below to find out more. All right, inside the comment. Shout out to Decrypted.tax. I know the owner, he's a good friend of mine. He's a great accountant and a legal, you know, he's awesome. He's an attorney too as well, a tax attorney. So you get that privilege. He owns a Bored Ape. I mean, he's a smart guy. He's interesting. Streamline your crypto and DeFi taxes with cutting edge software at Decrypted.tax. God bless you, Ernest, man. Hope everything's going well with you. And so many people take advantage of this great service that he has. Schedule a free consultation today. Find out more. You're going to make a bunch of gains, and tax season is coming yet again. It feels like we just had it. It's, you know, it's time to prepare, right? Now, the greatest thing about corporate tax is you pay quarterly, right? So it kind of makes it easier because you get it done, right? Someone said, Mexi froze my account after months of activity. What if I had spot bags? You would just tell us, well, if you sign up with my link, you know, I know a rep there, you would give us your ID and we would use it and we'd be able to figure out what's happening. And it wouldn't be a big deal at all. Yeah. So take a deep breath and everything's fine. If you hang out with the lifer. My Hex just hit 200 SMA for gains. Love you, Sammy. God bless you, man. I hope he bought that Bored Ape cheap. Hey, it's none of your business what he bought it for. Just know that he bought it. Follow me at CryptoLifer33. I greatly appreciate it. God bless you. QC loses 700K ban Kamal Harris in election. Who did that? Oof. The Views unexpected spotlight. Ooh. If you want to see most of the data in history, yeah, exactly. They're gonna bug out. Where's Stephen King? Yeah, remember all these people that said they were going to bounce? Has anyone checked on Stephen King this morning? Has he left the country yet? This is so funny, man. I mean, saying you're going to leave the country is so insane. That's so un-American, man. It's time to come together and forget, except Mark Cuban and Mark Hamill. Never forget the level of cringe. Never forgive. Oh, Mark Cuban he single-handedly may have lost the election for Kamala Harris, too. All the people didn't realize what they did. You all the media now. Yeah, with that 1 million tweets. Guys, we beat mainstream media. Like, their narrative didn't work. You see what I'm saying? America is a nation of builders. Soon you will be free to build. Amen. 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 And CryptoFace taking another massive gain as he always does. Never misses a pump. The guy's unbelievable. We're on TV. Look, there they are. That's so funny. That's great. That's great. I'm extremely happy with the results. I didn't want anyone to be confused. That was funny. Yeah. You see, this happened to me. I used to be a moderate Democrat, then I became a Libertarian, then I became a moderate Republican. Same thing happened to me. And that's why me and Jacob see eye to eye so much. It's like a lot of the people went through the same transition as me. It was just a transition. All right. Anyway, Coinbase is going bonkers. Can you check it? Oh, you know the stock, Coinbase stock? Yeah, it makes sense. People are going to jump into coin. Coinbase Global. Again, you trade these things the same way. All right. So look, the last time I looked at it was a long time ago. We had it in that cup and handle. It did break out, but it hit resistance, right? Bitcoin eventually would follow. You wouldn't want to trade Coinbase when Bitcoin's slopping. But now look at this 3-day chart for Coinbase. You know, it doesn't look as good as Bitcoin, personally. But again, the $50, $60 buys are in huge profit now. And that was really the time to buy, was at 50, 60 bucks, right? And that was, after that, it was, I don't know. If you chase, you chase. You know, there's some supportive resistance there. As you can see, stock market's always a little choppier. But I mean, big pump there, and you got above 214, which is likely going to be your new like support zone. Look at it gap up too. They just make random gaps in the chart. Like, I couldn't trade. How can you guys trade stuff like this? I'm such an OCD character. Like, it's got to be so complete. It's not complete. It's so whack. It doesn't make any sense. Sammy, you hiring? Open to work. Shout out to Gary, man. Gary, man. You know what, Gary? We love and appreciate all sorts of people. But you hurt so many people. I love Gary, and I'm sorry, man. I think you need to sit home alone and think about what you did. All right, you need to be put on timeout for a little while, Gary. When you're ready to write, a 10-page essay on who you hurt, how you plan on, making amends, and when you're ready to join the right party at the right time. Yeah. For right now, you could make Costco's hot dogs though. All right, they're waiting for you. Jump on in. 74,460 here for Bitcoin. Gary, you're out of here. Gary Gentz is gone, man. We never have to see his Mr. Burns face again. 74,460 here for BTC. And now the liquidity is kind of drying up. Like before they were trying to scare us. Now it's kind of drying up. There's a little bit there at 74.2, but that's about it. There's more liquidity lower now. It's kind of getting scarce. And getting thicker to the upside, suggesting we will get to 75.5 here for Bitcoin. Sammy may still win these trades here. We did open up a live trade in front of you here on the live stream. In case you didn't know, we did. It's up 18 bucks. We'll see what happens. Up 8%. So far, so good here for Bitcoins. We opened up another trade here on Weeks. We opened up 2 trades. That one's also up 5%. Both trades doing damage. We'll see what happens. One has a smaller target at 77,700. Now, $1,000 is easy for Bitcoin now. So remember, $3,000 is like moving. When it was 54,000, it moved 5,000 was 10%, right? Now 5% was 2,500. Now 5%, you get what I'm saying? Now 2% is almost 2,500 because $7,000, so it's 10%. So it just, as Bitcoin gets bigger, the moves get crazier too because a smaller percentage is a bigger amount of money. You get what I mean? So like, it could move $3,000 in a day, and before it could only move $1,500 in a day. So get ready for more volatility. I always thought Sir Rothschild looked like Mr. Burns. A little bit. Bitcoin struggling here. Starting to folly a bit. And again, that's why I don't have huge risk on the table too as well. Last time Trump was president, he completed almost half of his election promises. So if he will do only half the things he said to do this time, it'll still be very good for the world economy. It'll be amazing. It'll be amazing. They'll end the war in Ukraine. And he's going to do what he says he's going to do, man. He's not these people that come up with this nonsense. Like Kamala Harris said, go to my website and see. She's sitting there in front of you and she says, go to my website. Imagine if I was showing you guys how to trade and I said, go to my website. There's a video teaching you guys. But you guys be like, but you're live right now, Sam. Show us how to do it now. It's almost like someone wasn't conceptualizing. They must have thought the American people were complete idiots. I think that's what got. I think eventually enough people realized that they. Because if you thought about it logically, you would start to think and you'd be like, wait, did they really think I'm this dumb? You know what I mean? So either you hated Donald Trump so much, or they were insulting you at one point. When they stole your primary as a Democrat, they were insulting you. Oh my goodness, that was insulting. How could you not be insulted as a Democrat? They stole your ability to choose. Like, come on, man. Yeah. Many Democrat supporters skipped their morning swim in the club today. All the Republicans showed up ready to go. Like, working out hardcore like nothing changed. It's kind of funny, man. Oh, man. 15-minute bull flag takes us to 78K, baby. Hey, anything can happen. I'm still in it. And I'm with you, baby. Let's see if it can happen. I mean, it all started with FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried. They never really paid for that either, man, right? They kind of swept that under the rug. But you know what? CZ did his 4 months. It all kind of came out, and it is what it is. All right. Wow, man, you guys are funny. Why are miners not going up, Sam? Because miners, you know, sell to get in, and you have to have, you know, it's different stock market price action too as well. All right. I hated Trump, but the Dems changed my mind. See, look at that. Funny. I mean, you can't write this stuff and say joy, but start using literally worst thing you can say to somebody. Oh, man, yeah. Camel hairs, he said, he called it camel hairies. Oh, my God, you guys are funny. There I am. I was watching TBS looking for any way they could win. They were wasted. Dude, they were done by 11 o'clock at night. They were cooked, man. And it's funny because you would go to the Republican, you know, news stations, and they were already like watching people get ready for the speech for Trump. You know, yeah, they're getting ready, you know. And then you'd go to the other ones, and they'd still be like, we haven't called this state yet. We haven't called that state yet. And you'd be like, dude, like they were living in Delula land. Like some of them were like, all right. And then you under the breath, they're like, but it really doesn't look like it's unlikely though here at all. Like last night was so funny, man. You know, I'm going to watch those reruns for days on days, man. It's so crazy. Like, Matt Walsh today to pay to have his trailer play during MSNBC news segment. So funny. If you think Trump can end the war in Ukraine and Gaza, that's great. Oh, wow. Wow. I believe anything is possible, Dave Rich, especially if it's possible, if it's beautiful, man. Yeah. Wow, what a beautiful day it is to be alive. So we're still watching Bitcoin, 74,300. We're still in the longs. All right. Nothing to really change about that. We got altcoins pumping. Let's talk about the altcoins that are going to really be in the premier moves here. In the last hour, Radium really taking it. Radium really holding it down at 390. KuCoin shares coming back in the game again. Pretty awesome to see that running back up. Helium Network, not one of my favorite coins, but doing damage. Solana, 186. You know, I put 100 grand at 109. Popcat at 158. I love Popcat. That thing is doing damage. Gold back to 74. Getting a bounce 44% in the last few hours. Even Atom up 9%. Thank the Lord. Sui back above $2. Looks like Sui might just continue to do damage here. The one that got away. But for me, if I believe in Sui, it's about that deep protocol. And if Sui's going to continue to pump, then I believe Deep can too. Grass getting that pump to 192. So let's take a look at Grass. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Grass continues to be the premier coin to trade. And let's just take a look at what happened here to Grass. So right off the bat, you can see Grass may be making a huge move here of just massive bullish consolidation. Is your possible next trade for Grass? Say Bitcoin pulls back. Grass comes right back down to 172, right? Bounces off this bottom trend line. Say Bitcoin pumps, Grass explodes, but then comes back down to maybe 197 for a bullish retest. Either way, Grass looks like the one right now, headed to $3.35. Am I wrong? Wow. You got about 76% gains coming out of Grass. Let's take a look at the 15-minute time frame for Grass too. Yeah, it's getting tighter. There's a little flag there for Grass. Now, yes, it could play out to the downside. This could be an M and we could drop. Anything can happen. That would be beautiful. Thing is, if Grass breaks down and comes back down here, the buy zone is key. So if Grass can come right back down to previous resistance, I mean, that would be so money, 181 for Grass, and then it would rip to the upside. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put an alert on Grass. Because what I do is I conceptualize the trade. I think it through. I think of the bearish scenario, the bullish scenario. I go over the high probabilities and then I sit and I say, yes, I believe there's a high probability of a breakout. Once I decide that, like right now, I've decided that Grass is a high probability of a breakout. I'll put my name on it. You know, I put my stamp on it. And once I say that, I believe in it, right? Bitcoin, 74,440, not really pumping, just flat words, man. I don't know about pumping, my friend. Yeah. But God bless you. Thank you for getting excited. Higher Mind with me. God bless you. Can you look at Aerodrome? We'll take a look at Aerodrome. And send TA for, send in the super chats for TA and deep dives, everybody. We'll do your, we'll definitely get to them. We got right now, we have DOT, DOGE, SUI, CARV, ICP, CETUS, and AERO. Wow, we have a lot coming at us in the fan funding. I haven't got a chance to look at the fan funding, but I will in a split second here. God bless everybody. We in the three-piece, baby, because Bitcoin's got us just balling out, man. You know what I mean? Three-piece with the pocket square, ready to rock it out every single day, baby. Man, we got the Bitcoin tie on. You know how we do. This is how we do. We get a rockin' with it. Shout out to everybody here. I'm waiting for the big short on top whenever we get there. Wow. You might want to wait for the rest of your life. CETUS, the Jupiter SUI, Binance listing coming. Oh, that's usually when they dump it. So funny. Yeah, Binance listings is usually when things dump pretty hard. Just remember that. I love CETUS. CETUS is hot. Took my gains on that long, 9%. Second win of the day. Blessed. Amen, brother. Amen. God bless you. So when we cross this alert, it goes ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding, and my computer goes all crazy. My phone gets an email, and I know something's brewing here for Bitcoin. So that goes into the altcoin alert section. We could just make it an alert section, but yeah, it's good. It's in altcoins, right? What do you guys think? Is it better just to be in alerts? Should I have a separate alert section, or is it better just to be an alt? Set an alert on this alt. I think it's kind of, it's an alt. Set an alert on grass. Aggressive entry would be now. But to be, to get the, the least risky trade would be to set the alert on grass. Right? Puffer's algorithmic rug pull. Don't give them your gains. Okay. Sam, could you possibly check SPEC USDT, brother? I will, because you've asked so many times, but send in a super chat next time because people are waiting on their super chats. All right. I mean, it has multiple higher lows in a row. It's great. It's hitting this trend line nicely. You want to see it kind of make this beautiful symmetrical triangle, and boom. You want to see it before it happens. That's what I'm able to do most of the time. Doesn't mean every time, but most of the time. This may not go as I say, but it may, right? And get tight, breakout, boom. And you got to be quick, get these super chats done. Look for the bounce, watch it consolidate. If it hit 1060, that would be a great place to trade it up to 19. Spectra USDT. Now I put another alert here because this thing, now I do this to 20, 30 coins. And then as the alerts start coming in, I start getting a pretty good basis of what I want to see, what's happening, where we're going. Hey, Sam, I heard of Beamcat. First meme on Beam. If Beam does well, this could do exceptionally well. Gecko Terminal. Thank you for appreciate that. BCAT could be nice. You're onto something, I believe. People write that down. Beamcat. It may do well. You never know. It could also go to zero. So, Bitcoin getting the pump. 74,580 for BTC. I repeat, 74,580 for BTC. And now we're up 13%. Starting to get a bit of a move here to the upside. Both trades in the green. This one's up 11%. This one's up even more, though. And we may be able to add to our secondary trade here today. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Should put the perpetuals right next to each other. And if you want to jump on into Mexi or Weeks, we have a link to both. Weeks in the up comment up here. Jump on into Weeks to learn, if you want to learn how to trade. They have spot bags. They have awesome stuff. Demo trade before you do anything else. Please learn how to demo trade. Very, very important. Did anyone get 1,000 drops of them? I did 6 months of work and got 10%. Yeah, I didn't do much work, man. I did a lot of referrals though, so I might have done better than you on referrals. I don't know. Are you aware of billion possibly that Bitcoin is getting ready for a drop? Of the big possibility that Bitcoin is ready. We already went over all the possibilities for Bitcoin. We know exactly how to short it. The 5-minute will lose. The 200 MA will lose it. We'll probably come back for a bearish retest, make a bear flag, and we'll take it down. Where it will go, it will likely go to the 15-minute 200 MA, where there's liquidity there at 70,259, and there's a big gap in the VRVP. So yes, we've already gone over the bearish scenario and talked about exactly how to tackle it in case Bitcoin does decide to fall out of this pattern. Right now, it's back at the top of the pattern again, looking like it's going to come all the way back to the bottom. I'm seeing some bearish signs for Bitcoin. It doesn't look perfect, so my trades are very, very, very light. They're not heavy. Like this one has, I could risk 117 bucks, you know? And honestly, I feel like I could even shave that risk a little bit more there. Yeah, so I'm open-minded that we're definitely not guaranteed to pump here for sure. Yeah, just want to make that really clear. Creed higher, you can take me higher to the place where, blind man, can you take me higher? Now my hex had injected huge gains. Thank you for your TA you gave me. God bless you, brother. God bless you. All right, let's jump into these super chats and get them done, baby. 11:17 on the live stream. Now, one thing we want to talk about, right, is the fact that so many people thought that Bitcoin was going to dump for whatever reason. I don't know why. I kept telling you, no. And if you look at all my tweets, and this specific one back in the day here, where I gave you this giant chart and made it very clear. I mean, there's 114 Bitcoin, right? This was crazy, man. Crazy. It seemed like the same type of people, right? Navajo Nation, Muslims. I've never seen so many people come together in my life. Then the garbage statement came out, and it just like, but here we are. Look, this is a 90% chance of happening. Short squeeze to 75,250. Most people thought I was crazy. That exact thing happened. You know what I mean? This aged well, right? Oh, can you retweet a tweet again? Repost it yet again. Join the trading group. Like, you would have understood this stuff and understood exactly why. It's one thing to see that on Twitter, but to understand why I saw it and be able to use it to your own advantage is the key. I can barely spell because I can barely think straight. We won an election last night. It felt like it's been a 8-year just... It's been crazy. This aged very well. This is aged very, very well. Join the trading group, cryptolifer.com. Bitcoin. Target acquired. And we boomed right from that point. Like, you never went lower than that key section. Like, all you had to do was play an SR flip. All you had to know was how to play an SR flip. A supporter resistance flip. It's unbelievable. It's crazy. Right? So it's so cool too. We don't have to count all night long. You know what I mean? I don't want to go through that. That was crazy what they did that last time. He was winning, then out of nowhere he wasn't winning, and then it was like, wait, what happened? And then it was like, what? Right? Take it. It's all yours, my friend. I know, right? Jacob, man, God bless you, brother. God bless everybody that made it happen, man. And at least we have a chance. Give us 4 years to make it happen. And you know. So funny. Jason, man, he takes it too far. He takes it too far. You are the media now. I love that statement. And I always knew we were. That's what this channel's about. Being the media, right? Telling it how it is, talking about it the way it is, you know? And I'm sure a lot of people left Twitter today in the last few days because they just couldn't handle it for whatever reason. I don't know why, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? They're launching the token big time marketplace in a few weeks from now, late November. It's going to be some very attached to rewarding big time holders. That's pretty cool. So they're going to sell off more big time. I'm just. It slipped out. I'm sorry. I wonder how you weigh your EMAs on different timelines. I don't use EMAs. I use SMAs. Yeah. Let's take a look at DOT, Polkadot, the most boring coin in the game, right? I mean, it's around, but it's just one of them. You know what I mean? Dot had that double bottom pump, but no. So Polkadot, just kind of lackluster. Nobody seems to care about Polkadot. It's boring. They had the parachains. They did all this nonsense. You had to hold a bunch of it. I don't know. They still got people probably holding it because of the parachains. So it creates lack of volatility because of that. It's not fun to trade a lot. It isn't a triple bottom at probably the lowest price ever as we start to boom. But I mean, everything's going well. And Polkadot Treasury Reserves all-time low and dot bears aren't helping. I mean, that doesn't look good. So I've never been a fan of Polkadot. The guy who started and all that stuff, there's some weird, anyway. You do whatever makes you happy, but yeah, I don't own any Polkadot and I don't really, I'm not into it anymore. It was cool when it was worth a trade, but it just, to me, seems like a dead chain at this point. I mean, and I know when I say that, people will spit it out. Polkadot's huge, man. They do so much. They do, but I mean, like, Sui seems to be better, and it came out of nowhere. So it's crickets on these other old coins. So when Trump got in, Doge went up because it's the Department of Government Efficiency. You see what I'm saying? And so, boom. Funny, we flipped and then dipped. I haven't gone over Doge in a while anyway, so. Might have looked at Doge on Binance. I feel like I did the other day, though. Hold on. I feel like I may have looked at it on. Why do I feel like we did it on Binance? Anyway. Shout out to the Doge holders. A lot of retail holds Doge. So Doge pumping back close to that high there at 22 is awesome. All right. And remember, Doge was all the way back up at like, there's 74 cents. So it has a ways to go. But if you look at it, I mean, it was just 10 cents. I mean, that's awesome. And back in October and September, it was 6 cents. So some retail are up 3x, which that's what we need. People need to have a good feeling about cryptocurrency. They need to be like, I bought at 6 and now I'm at 18. Now it's unsustainably too high away from the 21-day moving average. That daily's likely going to come back down. Something like this, I mean, maybe even a little lower. Pull your Fibonacci here and look for Doge to come back down to the 618, the 786. I'd look for some type of pullback of that nature. 12-hour really shows you what I'm looking at here. Yeah, so definitely time to take some profits. Looks possible. And Bitcoin struggling to hang above 74,000. Like, the key level there. Hey, wait, let me get back to, there we go. Yeah. And now we're only up 55 cents. Very small. They just got a quick bounce, though. Interesting. So trades are flat. We'll see what happens. We got pretty good entries, so we'll see what happens. But trades are flat. All right, everyone's in awe. A lot happened. BOOKMAP just built more liquidity to the upside as that little dip occurred, suggesting that we go further to 75.5. And really, we keep losing the lower liquidity and gaining higher liquidity. BOOKMAP's telling a story of a pump to 75,600 for Bitcoin. All right, but that's about it. Then maybe some bearish divergence kicks in, and then we get a bigger dump. All right. I'm not getting, because look, if we get the pump here, this is what will happen. Look, we'll get the pump with the 15. This will be a swing up, and then this will be a swing down for sure. And you're going to have really strong bearish divergence. See it? It's really setting up. That probably could be a really nice short back down to 72.5. All right. Start planning out these ideas of how to take money out the market. I'm trying to snipe Bitcoin. Your problem is you're using the word try. Get rid of that word. It's the worst word in the English language. I stopped using it, man. Stop using the word try. Get rid of it. When you try, you don't do anything. Look at this. Say you asked me, invited me. Say I just met you. Our daughters meet at school. And you come up to me. Hey, my daughter and I were having a birthday party for Sue. We'd love you to come. And I say, yeah, I'll try to be there. For sure, I'll try to be there. That really means like I haven't committed that I'm going to be there. So the word try, what it does is it allows you to uncommit to somebody, right? Right? Let's be honest, right? So when you use the word try with yourself, you're giving yourself the ability not to commit. And what that does is it creates dis-ease inside of you because you tell yourself you're going to do something, but you don't do it. All right. And so get rid of the word try immediately. Remove it from your language. It's a barrier for entry to anything you're doing. Get rid of it. All right. Please. And I don't mean to be rude. When I say that, some people get aggravated and upset. Get rid of the word try. There is no try. There's do or do not. That is it. Look, shoulder, head, right shoulder. And now you're back to kind of a possible double top for Sui. But I mean, Sui's just been so hot. So look, that Sui bag came and left for me, but the deep protocol CETUS, there's a way to make money off of Sui. You don't have to chase Sui. I always talk about that. But again, people will do whatever makes them happy. I am not a financial advisor. Exactly. Kamala tried to win. Trump won. Two big difference. She was trying the whole time. I don't know if she ever really knew she could win. I don't think she ever believed she could win. I think she was, that's why she was laughing so much, because she really never truly really believed in herself. She was like she didn't, you know. And then when she really had a chance, she was kind of lost it. She got angry and she just lost her cool, man. It wasn't the best, man. It wasn't the best. Thank the Lord she doesn't represent the millions of people in America like that. Come on. I don't care who you are. That wouldn't have been cool. Like we dodged a bullet, like for sure, you know, no pun intended. I mean, look at that, right? But ching. It's like, did these sayings come from the past or the future? Sui looks like we may get a pullback here. And if Bitcoin pulls back, we get the pullback. We're just too far from that 21-day moving average. It does look like we may never go lower than $2 again, though. And so, and your next leg for Sui would be this consolidated. So you want to see, can you consolidate? And then can you blast out of this to the upside? I just got a flashback to when I went to, do you guys get memory flashbacks? I just got a flashback to when I went to San Diego with my mom and two sisters. My dad didn't go. I don't know why my dad didn't go, but my dad didn't go. And it was a nice family trip to San Diego. I guess he wanted to stay home or something. I think he had stuff to do. He probably had to work. And my mom was a school teacher, so she had the same time as we did. And she paid for us to swim with the dolphins. I think it was like $100 a person back then. It was expensive. And this was in the 1990s, man. And my mom wasn't rich, but, you know, my parents were awesome, man. God bless my mom. I love you, Mom. Irene Price, man. I love you. My mom was the best there ever was. I'm telling you right now. It didn't get better than my mom. 74,380 for Bitcoin, keeping you up to date with the Bitcoin price constantly. Sui looks like it's coming back down here to test either 214 or maybe 204. Again, if it breaks out, look for the retest of 237, and it could just really rip. You never know. But I would look for at least a pullback. That was an extensive, crazy move that Sui put in. 177 all the way back up to 233. I mean, that's beautiful, right? And Sui really taking in more volume, too, than some of the bigger chains. It's starting to get pretty crazy what Sui's doing. So, potential short incoming now on Bitcoin. Possibly, but BOOKMAP has all this liquidity to the upside. I don't know. You never know. I know nothing but the fact about ignorance. I just trade the charts. If we lose the 2 to the May, I'll short. If we stay inside the pattern, I stay long, right? So the charts will tell me what to do. I don't really need to think about it. I just need to look at the charts. The charts will keep me where I need to be. Let's take a look at CARV. CARV on MEXC. I don't know what this is. The wicks don't look amazing. Came out at 42 cents, ripped all the way to 150, back to 74, wicked all the way to 140. A lot of wicks here on this coin. I have no idea what CARV is. Looks like some type of shady. I don't know what it is, honestly. Like, it gets above the 200, maybe it continues. What would it be? Think about the word carve. Something to do with food. You carve chicken, makes me hungry. When I think of carve, I think of a carver, you know, a chicken carver sub or sandwich, and I get really hungry. I think of Panera Bread a little bit. I think of like a roasted chicken sandwich with the mushrooms and the cheddar cheese and with the crispy outer layer, but the inside focaccia just nice and fresh. I'm getting you hungry, am I? Yeah. Little, maybe a little basil. You know, sometimes there's a little basil on that. You never know. Oh my gosh. I need a carve. Don't ever give me carve again. I'm thinking about Boston Market and all their good carved chicken, and oh my gosh, and I used to eat the mac and cheese and just, oh man. Oh my God. Carve it up. I am so hungry right now. It's crazy. I want to eat. I want to eat everything in the game. CARV looks interesting. Can it break back above the 200 MA? Head all the way back up to 90 cents here for CARV. Resistance at 81.70, right? But it is getting tighter and tighter with higher lows with the oversold 1 hour. What is it? I got to know what it is. Strump. You got to love Strump. Grass 192. Doge 19. Peanut up 2,000%. Only in crypto. Peanut. The TikTok for squirrel. CARV. Carve me up a fat sandwich. 78 cents, $100 million market cap. Kaya Foundation's partners with CARV for IA gaming focus, and KAI had some movement recently. So CARV is building the largest module identity and data layer for gaming and AI. Beyond integrating over 900 games and AI companies and serving 10 million registered players, CARV has three main pillars. I mean, that's a big deal. That looks like it could do numbers. I like what I'm seeing here. What do you guys think of the new glasses? Hey. CARV, I like it. I like it. Market cap is small. This is something I would stash $1,000 in and never think about it again. Let's introduce the CARV node and talk why this could be huge in the coming weeks. Node sales, mechanism upgrades for CARV. Interesting. I mean, I like what they're trying to set up to do. Very, 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 very ambitious project, right? They're gonna be the go-to. They got to contact everybody. They got to know their stuff. Very interesting. Anyway, I just wanted to see something. I couldn't see it. It got me like, dang, man. Dang. Anyway. ICP at $20 possible. Can we go to $100? Lucas Cieslak. I mean, ICP is your one. I mean, it could be a winner. I like it, but 74,300 for Bitcoin, really going sideways throughout this entire stream. It does look like we're not going to get a pump until 3 o'clock. If we do get the pump, I don't know. That's kind of what we were looking at. On the morning. That's kind of what the morning said. I don't usually do a timing like that, but that's what the morning said. CARV looks interesting. It did already, it pumped all the way up, though, a couple times now, which has me kind of like, you know. I like it long term. I wouldn't swing trade it. I would just put money on it and leave it there. I don't think I'm going to do it, though, but I like the project. You know, it read well, but we'll see. You know, that doesn't mean everything, right? Just because it read well. Website looked all right. The premise looked good. It doesn't have a lot of competition because they're trying to take on something pretty big and become the head of that. So, imagine being that database, though. That would be pretty cool. ARKM, man. I tell you guys, ARKM so many times is the one. ARKM, baby. ARKM. And I love my ARKM. And I'm super happy to see ARKM doing damage. Let's talk about it. I talked about ARKM having the daily high right there. The daily high or low. And ever since then, I mean, ARKM is up even from that bottom, but ARKM is up 75% gains. I love this coin. I kept telling you guys I'm buying as much ARKM as I can down here. I am up huge on ARKM today. Like we're talking into the $10,000, $12,000. This is a huge move. God bless you if you jumped into ARKM with the lifer, baby. And again, do your own research, do your own due diligence. I am not a financial advisor, but ARKM was hot. ARKM was a hottie, Maybe charts of Tommy Kamala conceding near 3 to 4 p.m. You're so fun. You're funny, man. These people you guys are funny. What if she does it? I can't wait. I got to hear her concede. It's going to be the best. I called Trump and told him. You called Hitler and told Come on, man. The things she's been saying, man, are really kind of like, come on. You can say you're the person that you're going against isn't a good public speaker. You can call them a liar. You can say they've been saying things that aren't true about me. They're lying. They're a liar, you know? But to reference them to a fascist constantly, it's just so disrespectful because so many American people wave the American flag. And I'll tell you what, if I were to tell you anyone that was more socialist or anything more like a Mussolini type of thing, it would definitely be like, come on, man. Like, let's get real. So I don't have any faith that she has any faith over anything, really. Like, I just, that whole administration did not give me any faith. Look, ICP doesn't look amazing compared to the rest of the market. It's got, like, see how it's like rolling over on the daily multiple times? See how it has like shoulders, head, and multiple shoulders? See how it's almost in a descending triangle here, which it is? I mean, I guess it could break out of this, but normally these break to the downside. I don't know if some bad news is coming for them. I don't know what's happening, and maybe, I don't know. It's probably not going to 180. It's likely that's going to be your bottom, and these are your lowest prices ever, but, you know, this coin has struggled a lot. It's had a lot of ups and downs, a lot of ins and outs. They ripped it from 4 all the way back to 20, only to bring it back down to 7. I don't know, man. It's kind of like it's ran its course. I think there's so much better out there, but people say, no, this is the one. This is the infrastructure. Maybe it doesn't speak to me. I don't own any, and I don't think I will. But up to you. It's up to you. You do whatever makes you happy. And again, I could be wrong. Watch it break the 200 MA. If I was going to swing trade it, wait for it to break the 200 MA in the daily. Once it hits 1050, take it back up to liquidity. Maybe you can ride it from 10 to 20. That's the thing I would do and run out. I put 100 grand on it, ride it from 10 to 20, sell it, make 100 grand, and never look at it again. You know, everyone thinks they have to hold every coin through the bull market and fall in love with it. Why can't we just put boatloads of money on it at the right time, take it for a fat gain, and leave it there? You know, that's what I started realizing in my life. Like, so many times I was like, I could have made $1 million, and I wouldn't even have had to wait for the bull run. I could have just made my $1 million and got it done. Right? So we talked about this being an SR flip right there. We talked about 346 being a key level for Pendle, and Pendle is now at $5. Beautiful move for Pendle. You gotta love that. Let's take a look at STORJ. USDT for STORJ, which is like decentralized, you know, file storage, basically similar to Airweave, similar to Filecoin. I'll be honest, DPIN's kind of taking this away. Like these were the older coins. Now you got like DPIN and physical, you know, like ATH, and I think you have better projects that are overshadowing the older ones a little bit. STORJ looks good, though. It's just breaching the 200 MA on the daily, which is good. It has some hidden bullish divergence as it swings down here, but it swings up. Oversold in the stochastics. It tells you that this is your bottom for STORJ, and today it's likely going to start to pump. And I could be wrong. What if Bitcoin struggles? We're at 74,440 again, though, for Bitcoin. Really holding its own. The more it does that, the more it keeps hitting that key level, the more likely it's going to break out of that pennant that we're in. I mean, that just is, it is what it is. Again, I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I have no idea where Bitcoin's going to go. I give you probabilities, and my probabilities play out most of the time. All right. But I don't tell you I know where Bitcoin's going. I mean, this is a cup and handle. It's really revisiting a previous support of resistance. Very likely that's going to be the low. You never go lower than about 45 cents, and you go all the way up to about 74. Yeah. I like STORJ. I mean, it looks good. Not my favorite coin, but it's interesting. CETUS, AERO, and MAO on ETH and ANKR. All right. Let's take a look at CETUS. CETUS protocol on MEXC, and CETUS follows SUI. So if SUI's going to move, CETUS is going to move. Look at SUI. I mean, CETUS did 100% gains. 100% gains. It was 17 yesterday, and in a day, it went all the way up on a wick to 37. This is what happens, man. People enter this market when they see that they were all waiting with liquidity on the sidelines. Bots, people maybe had orders. They said, if Bitcoin gets above this key level, then CETUS, and they just had the orders waiting. Now it's unsustainable. You know, that's basically a short squeeze, too. I mean, when you're that far away from the 21-day moving average, you have to think it's unsustainable. So then you have to start shrinking down to the smaller time frames to see what you see happening. There's a bearish divvy there, but I'll be honest, there's a chance that just things kind of get cooked here. And CETUS just rips to 49. I can't tell you really what's going to happen. The daily looks a little overbought. And if you didn't get it already and you're not covering the trade, or right? Oh, I like CHEX. I like CHEX a lot. You know, Token Metrics has CHEX out too. Shintai. We also interviewed them on the channel, if you remember. All right. And they're RWA. They got a good team, a smart group of people too. Chintai was 8 cents. It ripped all the way to 35 cents, right? And just in early October, it was 15. So Chintai doing damage. And it is RWA yet again. You can see everything's kind of forming these strange cup and handles with. So what I'd look at is something like this, right, for Chintai. Similar to what we did with these other few coins. Like, look for the consolidation. Set the alert. We could be wrong. Maybe they rip. These are aggressive entries right now if you believe in projects, right? I'm pretty overloaded up with my altcoins. There's always possibilities of more, but I'm pretty loaded up. CHEX looks like the next target would take you to 61 though, 62 cents. And we're looking for that consolidation, right? And this is another one I sent to the alert box. Now I'll go through hundreds of coins, but I only find a few that I really tell me, wow, that's worth it. Doesn't mean I hit every one. Doesn't mean I'm right every time. But I'm consistent over time, and that's what the key to the win is, right? Let's take a look at Aerodrome on USD Coinbase here. Aero back at 132, baby. Doing damage. And my buddy was like, Aero's down way worse than I bought it at. And I'm like, I'm buying more. Hey, remember when the dude from XRP donated to Kamal? Never forget. That was probably some weird... something behind that. Remember, we looked at Aero and we said, watch Aero consolidate sideways in this little pattern here, and it did exactly that. Aerodrome's about to break out for massive gains. I mean, I see a big leg up for Aero. And this is one of my favorite projects. I have a good amount of money in Aerodrome. Right now, let me try to find out because I got into 30 cents, so we already made a nice 4.5x on that one there, right? But if I look at my Aero, how much is Aero right now? Dude, my Aero's, yeah, I got $23,000 worth of Aero at the present moment. And I didn't, you know, wow. I got $6,700 worth of XRP. 12,000 XRP is so crazy. Got $1,200 worth of Shibby. Let's go Shibby Shib. Let's make it happen, baby. So funny. But I see Aero, once Aero breaks 145, I mean, look at the gap it can make to $2, 207. Hey, you heard it here first. Aerodrome hotter than hot. All right, after that bounce too. It's interesting to see what was hot before. Is it going to continue to be hot now? You know, like like Virtuals was super hot, but like, did it pull back while other coins pull back? You think it would have because it was just like on such a move. I mean, look at the double bottom there. I mean, that's a clear double bottom, right? That they break out 68% of the time, and it shows strong support at 30 cents. And this thing looks like it could really start to get busy yet again. Virtuals. So, wow. And that would rip to 87. It would basically be 100% gains off this double bottom. It looks like it has legs in the 10 hour. The daily is just getting started near the 21 with the double bottom on the daily. I mean, Virtuals look like it's going to explode. So I would watch this daily double bottom for Virtuals. Like, that's it. Like, daily, like, that's a daily double bottom. 30 cents. That's interesting. Very, very interesting. Bitcoin finally take the beat down, 74,160. Finally took the bait here. And now it's hitting off the 200 MA on the 1 minute time frame. If it loses the 200 MA on the 1 minute, it'll break further to the downside. I would watch your 1 minute. Make sure you get a bounce here back to 240, 230 again. See if it's just toying with us. It's been doing it all morning. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Like trotting on a horse, baby. Okay, Arrow. Mao on ETH, Anchor. And so we've looked at everything, basically. We're doing really good with the super chat. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And still got this liquidity to the upside despite the struggle. Could just be making one last beautiful entry for the bulls, you know, for the whales. Say, hey, here's your lower prices so you can make more. Yeah. Carve the way, man. You just made me hungry again. Stop saying carve. I want to eat. Most cryptos will continue to be hot, not just ADA. You're funny. Super chats, Luna C, Mao on ETH, ANKR, and Moonwell. Modang ripped off the inverted. You think Modang would have ripped because they talked about Modang last night? They talked about the hippo last night. He made the news. And I showed my wife. I said, there's a crypto called that hippo. And I said, man, that thing's going to pump now. I said, this is crazy. And I said, I just saw Modang on the news. It was pretty crazy. Yeah, they wanted me to get in. LOL. You're funny. I looked at Coin already. Someone said I slapped the super chat. I already looked at Coin, man. You left the stream and look at this. I slapped you a super chat like an hour ago. Do you want to look at Coin? If not, I already looked at it. See, that's what's kind of weird, man. Like, I already looked at it. I know you're making a mistake, so I'm going to let you slide, but go back and find it in the comments. I already looked at it, and I would like an apology. It would be nice. All right? But God bless you. I know you didn't mean it, but I already did it. I already did look at it. Did everybody here see me do Coinbase? Who here saw me do Coinbase? So I'm not the only person saying it, and I can have 1,000 people back me up here. So it's not my word against someone else's here. Anyone see me do Coinbase ticker already on this live stream? Please just confirm. Please confirm. Yes, I saw it. True. Yes, went over it. Yes, yes, you did Coinbase. Yes, yes, yes. Sorry, love you. Love you too, buddy. Yeah. There you go. It's all good, man. We're human. We both make mistakes. I do it all the time. All right. So, of course, you're going to do it. We're both human. Of course, I'm going to do it. I'm human. Hey, can you check out PawSwap? If it didn't happen, then we wouldn't be human. Bitcoin getting that bounce off the 200 MA there on the 1 minute, holding us down, baby. Holding us down. So we're looking for that bounce, then the possible bearish divergence, and then the drop. Only time will tell, though. We're struggling here, we're getting tighter and tighter, though, which I like. Coin done and dusted. My man, you're the best, brother. You're funny. I love you, man. Done and dusted. Let's take a look at LUNC. There it is right there, honey, right? Wow, this thing looks bullish to me. Like, that's a bullish consolidation. That looks very nice. I wouldn't be surprised if that breaks out for a scalp on the 15, on the 5. So you got a possible scalp here for Luna C for sure. Got that double bottom with the higher low. So 3-to-1 was scoring. Now Bitcoin dumps, so it all dumps, but that looks nice to me. That's a setup I would take 90% of the time. Like, that looks beautiful. On spot, too. You don't even have to, like, you know, play games there. That looks great. Thank you for doing that. That looks really nice. And after that 5-minute scalp, there may be more coming on the bigger time frames, too. But I see a 5%, you know, little scalp there. God bless America. Can we check DIA and ARK block on the daily? 1 super chat per person, my friend. Please don't ask for 2. If everyone asked for 2, it would be a bombardment. I'm barely getting through the ones we got now. All right. So I'm going to pick one. I'm going to pick ARK block protocol. All right. Let's take a look at MOA on ETH. Mao on ETH. And did Michi get that pump like he was supposed to? Michi been looking hot. Michi did get a nice little pump there from 29 cents up to 49 cents from November 3rd, from when I started talking about those things. All right, let's take a look here at Mao, M-A-O. And he said Mao on ETH. Mao on Ethereum. So it's got a $2 million market cap, very, very small. Starting to go up very nicely as a cat coin here. And again, this could go to zero, right? You got to take your shot, but I mean, it looks somewhat more bullish than it. I mean, it's brand new, so who knows? But it is just starting out, so it's up to you. Who knows? Join the legend, the Legion of Mao. Again, all I can say is, what's the community like and all that fun stuff, but it's up to you guys. You do whatever makes you happy. It is just beginning. You take a shot at it. It is on Ethereum, so anyway. Let's take a look at ANKR and Moonwell as we come down. Bitcoin 74,160 yet again struggling. Virtuals looks absolutely interesting here with the double bottom on the daily. Virtual USDT. And if you missed the live stream, we update you with what we put out on the live inside the trading group. So you have access to that on a daily basis. All right. Let's take a look again. Someone's asking about ANKR and Moonwell. And we got to do ARK block protocol. And then the super chats are going to get shut down because they'll just keep coming and I won't be able to stop. Right. So at one point we will have to say, thank you so much. We appreciate it. But we got to shut it down. Right. $85 in chat revenue. You people are amazing. Up to 2,200 people here on the live at one point. Unbelievable. Still 1,800 beautiful souls here kicking it with me all the way to the end of the stream. This is unbelievably unprecedented. God bless everybody here. And what do we teach you guys here? What, just to kind of cover, we go over technical analysis, but I cover, how to become an entrepreneur, how to become rich, how to go after your dreams, how to live in the reality in which you want to live in. I'm someone that does not go to work in the job that was, I didn't go and look at the yellow book pages and go out to, I made this job. I sat and said, what would I like to do with my life? And I thought about it so much till I started basically working towards it till I had it. And now I do what I wanted. I do what I desire to do with my life every single day. I don't live a life for somebody else. I inspire as many people to live the life that they should live. Live the life of your dreams. If you live the life of your dreams, you're going to inspire other people to do the same. That's how you free people, by freeing yourself. That's the best way to free somebody else, is to free yourself. So look, we made somewhat of a double bottom here. It's either you're a massive sell-off or it's not. You would just be looking for this to finally break this trend line. Could be the bottom for ANKR. I think there's better out there personally, but you guys can all do whatever makes you happy. But I do believe there's better out there. It could have had all the way to possibly 6.9 is the target, but it may take longer than we think, and it's still not going to be amazing. And you have to buy the exact bottom for ANKR. So you're either buying the exact bottom, It says you're oversold on the 3-day. I'd wait for the 3-day to at least break the 200 MA before I took it seriously. But if I love the coin long term, I'd be buying it here. I don't, so I'm not. All right. You think Doge tests the highs again? For sure it does. Yeah, why not? Let's take a look at Moonwell USD here on Coinbase. Moonwell. Think continued to moon. You think it would eventually get some type of pullback? Had a nice channel, eventually broke the channel, barely retested and dropped to the downside, right? Well, look what Moonwell did. It came back to the daily 200 MA, or 21 really even. There's some hidden bullish divergence there too, saying that, hey, this thing could continue. So look at Moonwell. It came from this impulse, blasted to the 786, got up. Not even too far from the golden pocket yet. Has its next leg up. Moonwell was just 2 cents. It then went to 10 cents. Now it's sitting at 7 cents. And you got this swing up, hard body, and this swing down. I mean, that's hidden bullish. It tells you that the trend will continue to the upside. Moonwell is a very interesting project that tends to just continue to bang. It's also, it takes money. It makes money. It has utility. It's a lending protocol. So people are using it all the time. And DeFi is strong right now. It really is. Under the guys, under the hood, people don't realize how strong DeFi really has become. But it was remember when what was the biggest coin to pump? Remember a month and a half ago, what coin pumped hard when nothing else was pumping? Anyone remember? Let's see if people can remember this. Let's see how many people are as perceptive as me. What coin was pumping about, we'll say, almost 50 days ago? And I already kind of gave you the foreshadowing of it. What coin was it? Aave. Someone said Aave. This guy's so on point. D-Dubs is so on point. Eric P is so on point. Wow, you people are awesome. Like, you knew exactly what coin I was talking about. These three guys, you three are awesome. You three are awesome. It was Aave. And when Aave started ripping, it was kind of strange. But it told us that DeFi was strong and that DeFi was coming back under the hood. 74,280 for Bitcoin, holding the key level. We'll never leave you hanging with that Bitcoin price. I know when you get antsy, we're there for you because I get antsy too. We're going to make sure you get that Bitcoin price throughout the live stream. Never going to be without it. We love you. Why only Bitcoin has touched the all-time high? Rest are down the drain. It's very misleading. No, it's not. That's how cryptocurrency works. The liquidity comes out. I just went over this too. It takes time for the money to flow out of the big market, the fiat, into cryptocurrency, into Bitcoin, and then out of that into the rest of the altcoins. All right. Very important movement of how that all plays out over time. Very, very important. Moonwell, baby, Moonwell. How can you moon well? I'd like to moon well. Buy a little bit of Moonwell. See where it takes you. You know, so I'm looking for Moonwell to make this flag and continue to the upside, maybe even a subway downward flag, whatever it does. I like it. I believe Moonwell will likely not go lower than, I don't see it lower than 7 cents. I really don't. And then it's on its way to 15, 16 cents for Moonwell. Only at a time till it goes up 93% gains for Moonwell. Appreciate all the love and the knowledge you give us every day. Please take the rest with your family. We appreciate you and everything you do. God bless you, man. Thank you. The Fed meeting is not today. Usually it would be a Wednesday. Let's talk about that. Thank you for bringing that up. Almost slipped up today. Fed meeting. Let's talk about it. Tomorrow is the Fed meeting. I believe they moved it because of Election Day. But normally Fed Day is a Wednesday. It's very strange that Fed Day is not today. Fed Day is going to be tomorrow. The federal funds rate will come in. It's 90% likely they're going to be cutting the federal funds rate by another percentage, half a percentage point. All right, the meeting is tomorrow. 1 day, 22 hours, 1 minute, and 1 second. And now there's a 90% chance they go from 450 to 475. Okay. The current is 475, 500, right? They're going to drop down a 0.25 basis point, right? They're going to drop us. 7% chance we go a whole point. Very unlikely we go a whole point. Okay. But they're going to cut the rates again. They're going to continue to cut these rates, and it's going to be very, very advantageous for risk on assets. More money flowing into the markets at a cheaper price means more people are going to be a little more crazy with that money. Get it? If you have to pay more for the money, all right, then you're going to be less risky with it. If you pay less for the money, you're going to be more risky with it. It's just that simple. When the interest rate comes out, more people have access to the funds. They can be, they're going to hire more. They're going to take and risk isn't even like, it's not even about going to Vegas, that risk, but like they might say, hey, I'm going to open up that second pizza shop that I always wanted to. The first one's going well, but I keep saying I'm going to open up the second one. It's time to do that expansion. And that interest rate may just push them to get there, may just get them to get that movement done. Grass is bullish. It's interesting. Like, it's like, I almost feel like it bullishly retested the top of the channel, and it's just breaking out. At this point, it has broken out of the channel. Grass.io looks very bullish to me. 15-minute looks aggressive out of this. Bitcoin was in one of these recently and did damage. And Grass is on perpetual, is it not? Makes me want to take a perpetual real quick on Grass. 23% possibly coming for Grass to the upside. I like what I'm seeing for Grass. I really do. Showing signs of life here. And in the lowest it goes, back to 170? Right? That's basically 10%. It's not the worst thing in the world, right? Might make a play on Grass spot. Just kind of park myself in there and see where it goes. Not saying, because it's just the odds of it just appreciating if Bitcoin pumps are high. And Grass goes to 240. That'd be a nice move there for Grass, up 22% gains for Grass. And, Mexi's got them all. Mexi's got it all when it comes to spot. They really do. Also, Weeks does a really good job. And they both charge zero fees. Zero fees. Okay. Grass, baby, grass. Wow, that's interesting. Let's take a look at this fan funding as I wind down here for the day. 74,300. We've been there the entire time. A few dips to 74.1. But look, now the liquidity has disappeared here. Just getting lighter and lighter and heavier up top, suggesting we go to 75,006. But again, it doesn't mean that's guaranteed. Bookmap is not 100%, and nothing we do is, you know. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. God bless you, brother, YouTube. Hey, Livery, can we look at Trios? Can we look at GPU Node AI? Did you check on my question, please? I don't know what it was. God bless America. Can we check DEAI and ABT arc block protocol? Let's take a look at ABT real quick. I am winding down. I got to be honest. I'm winding down. It's got to be 12 because my body's like, I can do a 2-hour straight movement with talking straight, but then, especially after a lack of sleep, that's when I start to kind of just the cyborg. That is me. Funny, this thing was hot. I feel like arc block like couldn't stop. I know a lot of these coins look interesting. Like they don't look amazing, do they? You know, and they're below their 200 MAs on the daily. Like you got to get back above your 200 MA on the daily. Bitcoin's starting to get a nice little pump here. Looks like a short squeeze is coming for Bitcoin. The way it's starting to vibrate and we got more red above us. Hey, I'm still long, baby. And I gave you guys the long. You do whatever makes you happy. All right, I gave the long. People can question me, doubt me, but we'll see what happens when the gains come. We'll see what happens when the gains come. They call me Sammy Cup and Handy. They call me Sammy, the never quitter, everyday hitter, because I'm here every single day without fail. I've learned how to be consistent. People that are consistent end up in, you know, taking control of whatever industry they're a part of. The most consistent people run it. Look how consistent Trump was. He was far more consistent than Kamala Harris. If you want to ask, that was just a full-blown consistency battle. He was more consistent than anybody. That's why he came from where he was. And everyone was like, it was the most. Now they're all saying it was the greatest arc ever. And he never lost power. He just hiding it from the backside, from the back end. They went into his house. They did all these things. He got acquitted of that horrible stuff they did in Mar-a-Lago, and they went into his home. It's just crazy, man. It's really, really weird. Look for this breakout, the retest of 180, and then a possible move all the way up here to $4.70. And again, people that abuse power, when they believe they're going to keep getting away with it, they're going to continue to abuse power at a heavy level. It's really, really crazy. So that was scary, man. That was going to get worse and worse and worse and worse. It really looked like it was going to. No good. Not a good look. Basically, they were getting rewarded for being horrible. And so, you know, arc block has to break back above $2 to take it seriously. It's forming a very nice bottom here, but it's not amazing. And it's in a lot of chop. And if it loses this key level, I mean, it could drop right back down to $1, right? Doesn't look awesome, I'll tell you that, compared to the rest of the markets. Just looking around Cyber NKN, yeah, it's all about wanting to get back above your 200 MA. Once you do that, things can change. Let's look at GPU Node AI. That was also beat down to the ground, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so the last time we looked at it, we were saying that that's likely going to be your bottom and it was going to bounce. Remember that? And it dipped a little bit, but then it did bounce, just as we kind of suggested. And there you have it. It would come up. It will probably come down and just keep bouncing off this trend line off the bull. And these will be your buy zones as it beams on out of here. Beautiful consolidation. And I see it going to the all-time high or more. I do. And I'd have to speculate on like the actual, but look at the daily about to rip. Still looks really nice. Same thing as Bitcoin. You're looking for the flags. It's away for the 21-day moving average. I tell you, the way I trade, the way I do a Bitcoin update, you could just do the same update to every single coin. It's all about getting back to the 21. Can you get, now this is cool. Can you touch the 21? So this is how you trade this. Can you touch the 21 without losing the 200? If that's the case, then we could make a nice trade here. Might even be able to make a leverage trade on it because it would have very low risk. If we can, you know, so if the 21 could come and touch price action and we don't lose the 200 MA, I'm all over this trade. I don't know why it won't let me do that. And so I'm going to put an alert there too. Alerts on GPU. And again, you have to understand the concept that I'd like to trade it. You only have so much time in a day. What's the difference between a multimillionaire and middle class, right? That person is more efficient with their time. You know, the poorer you are, the more people are probably wasted. You're probably wasting your time or letting people waste your time. Someone of a high net worth knows that their time creates a lot of money, so they don't waste it with people for no reason. They're very selective of who they bring into their life and who they spend their time with. Far more selective than other people. Look at me. I do live streams. I do one-on-ones for $300 an hour. My kids want my time. I have friends that call me. I have family members. Look how valuable, look how many people would like to have a piece of my time. The more people that want a piece of your time, the more valuable it becomes. All right. So I have a lot, you know, again, I proclaim myself to be a trading guy. I showed the skills. I went online. I did this. I created it. So yes, so people want to talk to me. People want to know me. People want to get, you know, hey, it is what it is. Now, because of that, though, more people want my time. So what do I have to do? I have to be far more selective of how I spend it. You see, I can't just spend it anytime, anywhere. It would lose its value. Interesting, huh? The same applies to time that applies to a fine watch, fine wine, and things of that nature. It's all about timing. So here, Trios looks like it's doing a beautiful consolidation. I'd look for it to come back down to the bottom of the pattern there at 365 and then boom to 560. And you can set an alert on Trios too. I think there's better out there, but I'll set the alert. I don't know if I'll post it, but I'll set it. And thank you for that setup. Let's take a look at the fan funding here and see if we can thank everybody personally the proper way. 74,500 for Bitcoin. Can we finally get the love? Sorry, wrong. Can we finally break out of the channel? Looks like we finally may break out. And we've been waiting so long for this breakout all day long now. And now I like what I'm seeing. It almost makes me want to double down on the trade a little bit. See, these are moments when I usually go very hard for a very short amount of time in the trade. Okay. Shout out to Chris Thomas. We love you, brother. God bless Trump. We did it, Joe. Amen. So funny. Joe, we did it. You're going to be the next president. Oh, my gosh. Shout out to Maximo Pasquale. Shout out to HK. At the end of the year, Bitcoin drops huge after its dominance gets rejected. Heard the Bitcoin dominance will drop huge when Bitcoin hits 65%. History told us that every 4-year cycle at the end of the year, Bitcoin drops huge after its dominance gets rejected. I don't know. Maybe I'd have to look into that. It feels like you're just repeating something someone told you. I'm sorry, but I'm just, that's what I'm saying. I just, you know, my TA is stone cold based off 20 years of data. So like, we'll go one step at a time. Yo, grass just exploded. Like what just happened to grass? It just absolutely exploded to 206. Unbelievable. Like that's crazy. That is crazy. Grass just absolutely monumentally just ripped. Grass just ripped. Like, I'm like, what? Wow. Wow. 214, grass out of control. Bitcoin getting geared up. I like, look, I thought this was a green candle here. See that? Oh my God, I'm so crazy. I'm like, wait, look, Bitcoin pumping to the upside. It's not a green candle. Look at that. It looks like a green candle for a second. That's funny. I'm colorblind. You guys are like, it's not green. But I'm colorblind, so it looks green to me. Crazy, right? So we're back in the green here on these trades, starting to pump up. If you took the trade, you're in the green now. Breakout looks imminent for Bitcoin. Things looking good. All the liquidity to the bottom has been erased. It's gone. It's thin. They thickened up to 75.5. It looks like we're going up. 74,600 as the stream is ending. We are pumping to the upside. 12.11 for Bitcoin. Shout out to anyone that gave on the stream today. Master friend, Maximo Pasquale. God blessed us all last night. Amen. He did. Chris Thomas, United States. GURPS. X Dr. Diesel X. Jimmy Bitcoin. Yonito. Bold. RC Moore. Lucas Sislak. Laugh, love. And live, laugh, love. My man. Let's heart all those. Aerodrone from Higher Mind with me. Fast, easy cash, my man. CETUS, the Jupiter of Sweet. Binance listing coming, yep. Have you heard of Beamcat? We talked about it. We didn't get a chance to look at it yet. I'm having an issue. I'll figure that out. Thoughts on ANKR? We looked at ANKR, ICP. Laverick, we look at Moonwell. We did. Shout out to Light, Lennox One, Carlos Alejandre, Duke, Hijinks, El Punto Verde, Albert Fuerte, Frank, Joker NYC, God bless America. Have you checked out my question, please? We did, I think, somewhat. I don't know, though. I love you. We looked at Treehouse. Yes, and thank you so much. We appreciate everybody. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm jumping out. I'll give you the update to this trade in the trading group. Things looking pretty nice, though, as we get a bigger move to the upside. Grass absolutely exploding. Unbelievable what just happened there to Grass to the upside. Let's see if Grass can continue later on into today, but that was a monster move for Grass. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. I can't wait to see you guys in the trading group. If you want to jump on into my trading school and you want to be with the guy that never takes a day off, go to cryptolifer.com and find out more. We got so much there for you. Cryptolifer.com, unfinancial freedom, unlock financial freedom, and join today. I've been up since 2, 3 in the morning, banging on it. We're back here in the morning every single day, baby. Every single day. May God bless each and every one of you. Stay fresh, stay amazing, stay in your three-piece, guys. Look at this, baby. All the way, baby, all the way. Pocket squared up, ready to rock. I love you all. I believe you. But remember, you can't take it with you. You know, I'll die in a casket with a suit on. I don't even want to say it, but you know what I mean. Like, you go off. It's all material. Remember, it's about who you are inside that matters. It's about who you are inside that matters. Build that character every single day with discipline, with belief in yourself, with love, light, and positivity, and keep amazing people in your life. Strive to be amazing, and you're going to inspire other people to do the same, and you're going to free others. That's how you change the world. Remember, what is the secret to success? It's getting started.